Broadcasting clowns have reviewed the contents of our previous news updates and have issued this statement. The BBC must uphold the highest standards of satirical comedy in its news updates. We have reviewed our output and believe it contains sometimes funny, not unreasonable moments of clowning genius. Our staff have been reminded of our guidelines and told to have a pop at the other side occasionally. And so we're back, in a U-turn manoeuvre very familiar to the Prime Minister.
The ladies not for turning.
Unlike his forebears, Boris Johnson has performed handbrake turns on his policies. When to go into lockdown, NHS surcharges, whether MPs can vote by proxy, when schools should reopen, whether to wear masks or not. Some say that the government is now being called the flip-flop government. Flora Doomsday has this report for us. Flora.
He hasn't done a Yui on Dominic Cummings yet, though, has he? Or has he? Yes. In a cruel irony, the flip-flop government have cancelled summer holidays abroad and made us come out of lockdown just as the British summer ends in June. But as the skies above us remain empty of aeroplanes, new hopes are emerging of being able to glimpse an air bridge amongst the rainbows. And what is an air bridge? Similar to an air guitar? A plot device from Harry Potter? No. Think more school exchange scheme from the 1980s. 2 designated countries allow participating families to quarantine in each other's houses for 2 weeks, thereby immersing themselves in a new language and culture. Yes, I know. It's fascinating, isn't it? And extremely interesting. I agree.
Oh, turn it off, Michelle! I cannot understand the accents, but I like this program. I shall say this only once, Michelle. Very well. What would you like to do now with your holidays, ma chérie? Well, we have a virtual quiz at 8 o'clock on Zoom. And then I think until then, maybe I will make some pain de banane. Pain de banane? Very well. Et tu, Michel? I will enjoy my wine and see what is on Netflix. Vraiment une maison de maison, Michel. Ouais, an from Bon vacances. Salut.
Flora Doomsday there with that report for us. Thank you, Flora. While we've been off air, the world has kept turning around ever more complex and confusing events. And so, in the interests of clarity and transparency, we have a new addition to our updates. We're calling it Contact Tracy. You see what I did there? And so if you have any questions that you need answering, then Tracy could be your woman. Tracy, who's been contacting you this week?
No one yet, no. Tell you the truth, I don't think it's working that well. No. I've just been sitting here looking out the window. I ain't even got out of bed yet. Still, here's something you can try at home. You have a look at that nice Mr. Matt Hancock's and see how many times he wears his lucky pink tie. Yes.
Ah. Yes. Okay. Yes, I so wanted to have something big and dramatic to announce that I'm going to have to think on the hoof and get Flora to turn on a sixpence for us. Flora.
Flora, we're not doing clapping anymore. It stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
But I wanted to show solidarity, and clapping seemed to bring us all together before.
Well, why don't you join one of those demonstrations, those mass ones? They're all over the country.
But we're not allowed to meet in groups of more than 6.
No, you don't want to pay any attention to that. Doesn't matter. Just do it in a conga, you'll be fine.
Oh, honestly, get a grip. You're winging it back there in the studio. And that's all from the studio and myself. We will be back, but until then, stay alert. You know why.
Coming in on a wing and a prayer. Coming in on a wing and a prayer. Though there's one motor gone, we can still carry on. Coming in on a wing and a prayer. What a show, what a fight. Yes, we really hit our target for tonight. How we sing as we limp through the air. Look below, there's our field over there. With our full crew aboard and our trust in the Lord, we're coming in on a wing and a prayer.